pretty girl.
So Don's got an appointment this morning, and he's headed with me to drop the boys off at school, and then taking one for the team again so we can go check out the azaleas at the WRAL Azalea Garden. Yes. That was a surprise to me, but I heard him telling Johnny that that was what we were up to this morning. Thank you, Donnie.
You're welcome, pretty girl.
Was right there.
I wonder if I can go.
Sorry.
Trunk. Goodbye, boys. Love you. Have a good day.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye, bud. Have fun.
You too.
Well, Don and I are impressed that the tulips are still looking pretty darn good today. So Don noticed all this shimmering, sparkling going on over here, and we're walking up this way to check it out. It says preventing child abuse. Must be like a donation. You get to come put one up in the yard. So a little bit of room for some more over there. Here's a nice high up view of the gardens. You can see the azaleas still aren't quite at peak, but there are lots of azaleas blooming now. So this beautiful, I think it's an oak tree here, has lighted balls up top. That must look really, really pretty at nighttime. Don's such a good boy. He brought his paper to stay entertained with while I look at the flowers today.
Oh. Hey, pretty girl. I'm just out here reading my paper in the wonderful sunshine with all the beautiful flowers.
And the birds chirping.
The birds chirping, yeah. And it's now that I'm in the sun and out in the wind, this kind of hedge is blocking the wind. It's a little bit warm over here because it's a little cool.
It was 58 when we got out of the car.
Yeah, well, I got short sleeves on and shorts.
You're ready for 3 p.m. this afternoon, not 8 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, it's going to be 80 this afternoon. In fact, I'm telling you, that sun's plenty strong. It's keeping me warm.
I think these guys have been misbehaving. What do you think? I was admiring this very small, tiny leaved Japanese maple. I assume it's red in the fall. Very fine little leaves. It's pretty. This plant is on my list of things to add to our yard. I think it's also known as Andromeda. This is known as a woodsy or native azalea. A lot less leaves than the compact, you know, cultivated varieties. Very pretty. Almost looks like a cluster of honeysuckle at the top. I'll walk amongst the azaleas. This guy has a very noticeable sweet scent too. Very nice. I moved on to an alternate location. So this is where they were putting the new cobblestones last week, and they're fixing the plantings and just redoing the fountain area to be a little more snazzy. It's a nice fountain. I'm sure they'll have it running soon. This is another variety of woodsy azalea. I planted one in our yard last year and it's really close to this color. Maybe just a little more yellow. This is the entrance to the gardens. Last week they were working on the cobblestones and they had it roped off and you couldn't really appreciate it, but sure is pretty. They've got tulips on the left and on the right, and more border down there closer in too. Done a really nice job. It's very inviting. Well, we came back to Ruby to find another Model X parked by us. We're here at Campbell Road Nursery. I'm going to try to get a woodsy azalea at their annual azalea sale for the local garden club. And I'm admiring both the pond and this Japanese maple. No, I don't have anything for you. I know you were hoping. This is their geranium greenhouse. Reds and coral colored. Fuchsia pink, very pretty. This is the other greenhouse that they have, filled with all sorts of annuals. Because we're getting close, but not quite done, maybe with cold nights. Now, it just so happens that coleus is one of my favorite annuals to plant, and that's because it likes part shade and it's very colorful. Also deer resistant. Okay, I've picked out a Cannon's Double. We saw this one in the WRAL Gardens this morning, I feel sure. And I really like this one. It's got a lot of branching on it. Don is thrilled to have a hole to dig. But for me or his sister, we'd be the only two people in the whole world he would dig a hole for recreation. Azaleas as far as you can see. It was obvious, right, that he'd never been there?
He may not. Oh, it lowered the speed limit. That slowdown was Ruby. She slowed down. And now she's speeding back up. Well, that was an interesting. If you want to ever come through here. And that was all. She did all that.
She did?
She just did all that. I was watching her, but I was giving her. She saw it. So
wow.
She did all it. Yeah. So you should film that. I don't know how to do, but if that I had it set for 50, which is 5 over. But you can set it for the speed limit, and when it hits that spot, it dropped down to 35, dropped down to 40, because I have a 5 over. We went through there at 5 over, and it was only like 100 yards, and I didn't even see I never saw any of these speed limit signs, and then all of a sudden it sped back up.
Wow.
And then we went into that tight curve, and that car kind of pulled out from that stop sign, which I saw all of that, and I knew what was going to happen. But I said, I'm going to give her a chance, and she saw it. Because that turn, cars over here at this intersection, I mean, that was
complicated.
That was a relatively, she sorted it out.
Well, we got it on dash cam.
Right.
So Donna and I got home, and there was just enough time to take a short nap. So I did that, and now I am on my way to pick up Joey from school. Johnny is going home with a friend, and then there's a PTA-sponsored event tonight at the Galaxy Fun Park. It's kind of like a jump place, arcade, just general kid fun place. So, yeah, he's going straight to that. I may see him for just a minute at the school, but he's not coming home with me. And then Joey's going to get picked up later by his dad. It's his dad's weekend. So, yeah, I'm just going to be the mom taxi here for a bit. So yesterday I came home and Don was acting kind of secretive, and I finally figured out that he had brought out my plants from under the house. I've got a couple of big tropical plants,
among other things.
Right, and that was all I got, and he's never ever secretive with me, like not even a little bit. So today we're coming home, and the Ring doorbell, which is basically our driveway security camera, was going off and going off and going off, and what do I see? But I see some teenager up on the platform doing loops, and then I was like, but wait a minute, that's Don.
That's right.
And he's gone and bought himself a
electric unicycle. Okay.
And all the pads that go, and helmet that go with it, which is a good thing.
Right, you definitely.
So this is day 2.
This is day 2. I practiced for about an hour or so yesterday, and I'm getting close to an hour today. I've kind of learned how to get on it now, and I will tell you, getting on it
is the hard part.
Is the hard part. Now watch me on video here crack my butt. Like I said, getting on it is the hard part. One more try. Come on.
It's all right. It makes you so much taller, Donnie. You're already tall.
Yeah, my left foot is not correctly positioned, so it's a little harder.
And you can't obviously move it while you're going.
Yeah, let me tell you, changing your feet on moving probably. No. Also, bending your knees kind of helps because you got to push down with your toes to go forward. This one is slow. It doesn't have an app. They have fancy ones that have apps that you can program the speed. They go up to about 20 miles an hour. I would want to be riding this thing at 20 miles an hour. You get my drift?
Yeah.
It's
Wonder if your Fitbit's registering.
I don't think so. So let me tell you, it is a workout. Not bad for a 61-year-old guy, huh?
Nope, not bad at all.
I am coming straight forward, you. I know that, but I'm going to do a turn. And oh, by the way, going uphill and not losing speed is a trick. I'm actually trying to do a figure 8. So that makes you do your turns both ways. So not bad for 2 hours. This is 2 hours. See, when you get your feet just right, pushing forward, it's easier. Now, it's actually slowing me down because once it hits the, this one only does 12 kilometers an hour. This one only does 12 kilometers an hour, and once it hits that, it rocks you back. And I only hit 12 kilometers when I go down that downhill. I don't think I'll ever be going down that.
Oh God, no. So when it feels the pressure from both feet, is that what engages the wheel?
No, it's just, if it tips forward, it goes. If it tips back, it goes back.
Okay.
Got a gyro still in.
So,
Crazy.
I want to try it. Don asked me if I want to try it. He should have known better that I wasn't going to try it. After 15 minutes, I have on all of the gear. It's worse than getting suited up to spar at Taekwondo. It should be easier for me because he'll be there to help me a little bit get started.
Right.
He didn't have the benefit of somebody helping him yesterday, so I'm brave girl. I did roller skating lessons for 3 years and used to be able to do a single axle, so I'm gonna be confident. Oh, and I used to skateboard. Got one heck of a scar over here of like 8 to 10 years old on the skateboard all the time, so yeah.
Brian said it took me an hour yesterday and I got like nowhere.
I'm not quite close to
When you get down and pull. I got it. So I just want you to practice going back and forth a couple feet and then back. What I want you to get the feel of is how your toes should push down, like standing on your tippy toes. You're not really standing like you were going to stand on your tippy toes. Yeah, so I want you to get the feel of it. Exactly right. You want to move down a little bit more. That's okay. Get closer to back.
You know, I do have to do testing for Taekwondo tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if we make every muscle in my body hurt tonight, what?
Relax. Yeah. Relaxed is better. I found that out. Standing up straight is better.
You're pushing me over.
I won't push you over which way.
Hang on, let me hold you
That's right.
instead of you holding me.
That's good. So I'm going to let you hold it. So I'm going to let you go. Let you go. Keep going. Let's go. Look at her go. Look at this girl go. You go, girl.
Yeah, with you right there.
I'm not an expert. I'm a 2-hour rookie. The videos I watched on YouTube say the key is to stand up straight with your knees just cracked a little bit, and don't look down. Looking down at the machine does not help. Look in front, okay? And it's just hard. And try again. It takes grit.
It's just hard.
Yeah, there is no oh snap, you're going, you know. I guess at this point I wish I had a bigger runway. You know, this is pretty tight. This is bare minimum size, so you need to go to a parking lot along something with a really nice wall, like a sidewalk at a school or something like that is the videos, but we don't have any of those handy. Okay. Yeah, strap.
I like the strap. It's like a safety blanket.
Alright, you got me. You got me. I'm not holding you.
Sorry. I know you're taking a lot of my weight there. More balance now. Turning to the left. Woo! We can go down pretty far in the front.
You got me. I'm not holding you.
Turn to the right.
Outside curve.
All right, that's good. I'm gonna hop off.
Look at my girl. You go, girl.
Okay. That's a workout. Let me tell you, that's a workout.
Yeah. Yipper. Definitely a wintertime sport. I'm the luckiest man on earth. Look what my sweetie made for me.
Yeah, it's burger, onions, ketchup, mayonnaise,
Toasted bun with butter.
cheese,
Yeah,
bacon
baby.
bits, and a pickle.
Oh man, it don't get no better.